Hello, my folks. How are you doing? I know you've been looking forward to a new video lesson, and here it is. Today, we're gonna learn the ways of saying to be certain. Sometimes you need some vocabulary to express that you or others are certain of something. In that case, if you don't know the variants of that expression, you worry about making a dull speech. But don't worry, from now on, all your troubles will leave you because you are watching Improve Your Vocabulary video series, and I'm certain, I'm sure, and I'm convinced that you'll learn really useful words and phrases. Oh, I have already revealed some of the words that I want to teach you today. Okay, I hope you have prepared your equipment and gadgets for taking notes. And let's kick in the gear. From the outset, I should mention that the following words come together with the verb to be. And the first word on the list is certain or to be certain. If somebody is certain about something, he or she is sure that it is true. Or if a fact is certain, it is completely true or it will definitely happen. Now, look at the examples to get a clearer understanding. Example 1. We are certain about our final decision that it will not change. It means that we have spent enough time to consider it thoroughly and made the final decision after long discussions. Okay, let's move on and read the next example. It is certain that the climate of Earth is getting worse day by day. Here you can see a real, undeniable fact. It is completely true that we, the humans, have made the worsening happen out of our control. Anyway, it is certain that we can handle the climate change by executing political, scientific, and social actions. Our second word is sure. Sure. It is simple and widely used word that any English speaker or learner uses it often. Mind you, I must remind it as the first synonym for certain. Okay, let's move on to examples. I'm sure that my parents will agree with my dream of being a vet. Example 2. My grandfather was not sure about his great grandfather's name. In the first sentence, the speaker is completely certain or feels sure that his or her parents will agree with the future plan of being a vet. The speaker is saying that his or her parents respect their children's decisions and support them to achieve it. But at the same time, in the second sentence, the grandfather couldn't remember his great grandfather's name correctly. Sometimes we are in situations that we cannot say something confidentially. Maybe we forget the exact information or numbers, and at that time, we are not sure about the thing. So, in this sentence, we can see that the grandfather couldn't recall his great grandfather's name. Thus, the speaker is saying, my grandfather was not sure about his great grandfather's name. Alright, next word is convinced. So, when you are convinced, you believe that something will happen definitely. The probability of this happening is high and it makes you sure about it. Now, look at the examples and you will understand it more. Example 1. Students were convinced that they would pass exams well. Example 2. Both of the candidates were convinced to win the presidential elections. In both sentences, students and candidates believed in their knowledge, personal ability, and power of their ideas. Then they were sure that they would succeed. So we can use the word to express our certainty on something. When we believe in something will come true, or we think that a result of an action will be as we wish, we can use convinced. And the following word is quite similar to the previous one. It also shows a personal belief towards a given situation. So the word is confident. Confident. Therefore, in English, there is a noun, self confidence. It refers to a feeling of trust in one's ability, qualities, and judgment. Let's look at the examples to understand more of its meaning. Example 1. John was confident that he would be accepted by one of the Ivy League universities, and after 1 month, he became a student at Harvard University. In this example, you can see that John had a feeling of trust in his own knowledge and personal abilities and qualities which are important to be considered suitable for successful application. In the end of the day, he achieved his dream. He became a student at Harvard University. That's a dream for millions of young people around the world. Okay, next example. Personally, I wasn't confident to succeed in the competition of max scholarship. There were some candidates who seemed brighter than me. This sentence belongs to me. It was taken from my past experience of applying max scholarship in Japan. Truth be told, I was selected for the final interview in my second attempt. And before the interview, I wasn't sure that I could achieve my dream of getting the scholarship because there was another brilliant candidate. She was more fluent in Japanese than me. That said, maybe I was able to explain my ambitions in a better way. Eventually, I got the chance of coming to Japan and learning education system of the country for 1.5 years. Now it's time for our final word for today's lesson, and it is satisfied. This word is used for a situation that someone is sure about something or somebody after getting enough data and evidence about it. As they get all the necessary information, they feel satisfied, sure, or certain about something or somebody. Now look at the examples and you'll realize the meaning of the word clearly. Example 1. Japanese people need to be satisfied that foreigners write their data in Katakana characters accurately when they fill in application forms. By doing this, they try to avoid future troubles related to documents. When you go to a city hall or a bank or a hospital or a pharmacy in Japan, you have to fill in application forms. And during the process of writing your personal information, you must be so careful because in Japan they don't use Roman letters. I mean the Latino alphabet. They have their unique alphabetical system for foreigners, which is called Katakana. You have to write neatly and accurately your application to be accepted and clerks of that office to be satisfied. Next example. Professor was not satisfied that the students could submit their assignment till deadline. I hope this sentence is not so difficult to understand. We can change the word satisfied to sure, certain, convinced, or confident to get the meaning of it. Alright, this is the end of today's lesson, and thanks for watching and supporting our channel. Just one thing to mention that you must keep learning new things and reviewing the ones you have already learned, and then you will improve the level of knowledge. For doing this, our channel helps you. Keep following us and watch the previous videos to review your old vocabulary and example sentences. Okay, till next time, take care my friends. All the best now. Goodbye.